Welcome everyone to another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It video series. I'm Tom Allis, President of Growth here at AIME, and today I'm going to be talking about how and why to never lose a loan with Jerry Robinson, the broker owner of First Choice Mortgage Company based out of Idaho. Jerry, thanks for giving us 10 minutes or so of your time today. How you doing?
Hey, thanks, Tom. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to share a little bit of experience with you and the listeners today. It's great.
Yeah, it is. You've been an instrumental, I'll say, member with AIM, and see you all around, always willing to help others and
Thanks.
leading by example. So really appreciate that. And I like the topic because the reality is right now it's a slower market, and you don't want to lose any loans
Right.
anytime, let alone when you're in a slower market. And we're coming up to Christmas time. This might be the difference between a tree under the a gift under the tree for your kids, or they might get us a bag of rocks, right? We don't want that. We
Right.
want to try. We want to try to put some good gifts under the tree this year. So tell me, how and why do you never lose a loan?
So it just comes down to the simple fact that you should always try to win a loan, no matter what it takes to win the loan. And I instill that in my loan officers. I tell everybody about it. You win the loan. Now, does that mean doing the loan for free? It could. It very well could mean doing the loan for free. But you have to remember, once you have that borrower within your circle, you're going to have that borrower, and borrowers remember that. So we never lose a loan. And yes, I've absolutely have done loans for free. Now, I won't lose money on loans. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong there, but I definitely want to ensure that when I'm competing against somebody out there, whether it's a retail guy or one of the telemarketing guys, that I want to make sure that I get that loan.
yeah,
And once I get that loan, we do great customer service. Hopefully we get that loan down the road, maybe for a refinance down the road. Hopefully we get that loan as a referral. Maybe their parents or sons and daughters need a loan. They did a great job on it. Or we made a very, very good impression with a real estate agent, and that real estate agents know we did a good job on it, and we will get more referrals. So it may not be about the today profit.
yes.
It may
Yep.
be about the future profit.
100%. And that's probably why I like you so much, Jerry. You get it, right? You need to be aligned, not only, and especially as a mortgage broker, you have that flexibility, right? If you need to go borrower paid, if you're a mini core non-delegated, maybe you don't have to do borrower paid. You have a way to do it differently. I'm not, so
Right.
I don't know. But the reality is, it's one of the main advantages of being a mortgage broker is being able to have that flexibility and focusing on the fact we hear it nonstop, and you know it because you've already said it. We're going to get a refinance from that client, probably going to be 12 months from now. Might be right around election time, would be my guess, that the clients that we're closing today will end up refinancing again. Hopefully, you're putting them into your network and building
Right.
a stronger relationship. I will share, I want to share a stat with you, right? I was on a coaching call the other day, and it was with a company that really studied analytics on clients, on why they switch or why they don't switch. And one of them was the time that you spend with them on that initial phone call.
Right.
Um, and I think the magic number was 21 minutes. It was kind of
Mhm.
weird. I'm like, where did they come up with this number? But it was a
Hmm.
91% retention rate for anybody who spent 21 minutes or greater on the phone with a client, because what they end up doing is they start sharing everything with you, right? And it gets exhausting. I don't know about you,
Oh
but
yeah.
I would rather go to a doctor for a physical. And for a male, physicals aren't really that much fun. I would rather do that than share all of my finances and tell a story about, hey, this is why I had a bankruptcy and this is how I've
Yeah.
reestablished. So it really comes down to one, like Jerry's saying, doing the right thing, right? Make sure that you're giving that client the best that they can so that you're not losing them. Every deal counts right now. But number two is really dive in, learn a little bit about them, talk to them, actually have a conversation, and what is motivating them to move, what does their financial picture look like 3 4 5 years down the road, planting the seed for today in order to be able to get that refinance. Hey, just so you know, when we do refinance, you're going to get a refund of what your escrow account is. You're going to have the month or two of no payment. So we always try to make sure we recoup the cost right away. The biggest thing that we've been battling lately, and you can tell me if you've been dealing with this, Jerry, there's a lot of companies out there offering the free refinance, right? Buy now and then a
Right.
free refinance, right? What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on it?
Yeah, you're absolutely seeing it. You're seeing it marketed all over Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and whatever social media you're on. And it's funny because it's, the ones I saw recently, free refinance, but there's always an asterisk. Well, if there's
Always.
an asterisk, it probably isn't free then. And then
Yeah.
you delve down into the third or fourth page, and they're like, oh, and by the way, you're still going to have to set up escrows. And oh, that doesn't include title fees. But a lot of times, some of the times, they'll even do, we'll cover all the fees. And that just means they have a higher APR
Yeah,
and
they
a
just
higher
raise the
interest rate.
rate, right?
And they're just rolling it in.
As a wholesale mortgage broker, we're selling raw rates and
Right.
you don't need any of the gimmicks. So,
And,
to me, it's always the most important thing about these episodes for me, besides motivating people to see something from a different perspective, is education, right? Make sure you're educating your borrowers on this. It's not, I think it was a Jerry Seinfeld commercial with the yada, yada, yada. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
this is one
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
those ads with, no cost refinance, yada, yada, yada at the bottom. The yada,
Exactly.
yada makes a difference here, right?
Exactly. And to go back on your, what you're saying, have that conversation with them. Make sure you take notes, document that conversation with it, because down the road, it'll really impress them when you say, hey, when we talked a year ago, everything was great. How did you come out of that bankruptcy? How did your kid do at that softball tournament you had? How is
100%.
your wife doing with her new job? Super, super important to not only make sure you never lose a loan, and to always make sure you make a connection with that client, because those connections are hugely important.
They really are. I mean, think about it from your own perspective, right? Have you ever had somebody that you've connected with naturally and do business with? To me, I love it. I don't question anything then, because,
Right.
you actually feel a connection with them. Like, okay, a good person. Wow, he remembered I was taking my kid to his hockey game. And, how's your son doing? Like, just asking questions to where, and being honest about it, right? I don't know. You can't force to be a good person. Good thing about you is I know it's natural. You're a good person. It's why you and I
Correct.
became friends early on and been in the industry for quite some time and collaborate and are part of a community like AIME that really, that's the mentality. We are better together. So, with that being said, my next question for you, there's obviously financial institutions out there that don't necessarily agree with you on the mindset of, get the deal, give the client the best if that's what it takes. What do you have to say to them?
Send me the deal. I'll take
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
I'll do the deal. I'll even send you a nice thank you card. I can't send you a gift because that'd be a RESPA violation, but I'll send you a nice thank you card. But yeah, send me the deal. If you don't want to do it, and I just saw a Matt Ishby cast,
Very Habib.
and he was saying, there's people out there that won't do jumbo loans because they don't make their full compensation on it. I just don't understand that.
Send them to me. I like your response.
Exactly.
To that.
Send it to me. Something is better than
100%.
nothing of nothing.
We're stupidly blessed to be in an industry that we get to sell money. I'm only making $5,000. Come on, get real. We're here to serve consumers and build our network.
Exactly.
Jerry, you're an outstanding member of our community. I really appreciate you. Thanks for always standing up for brokers, being there, we're willing to be of service. Thank you all for being here today on another episode of AIME's Grow and Get It. We're here every Monday, noon Eastern, in our Brokers Are Better Facebook group. You can check out our past episodes on our YouTube channel at AIME National. You're looking for a quick tip, something to really spice up your business and go out and grow and get it. That's the place to do it. So thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have an amazing day.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.